Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In this one, we're gonna talk about a project that goes by the name of Bloom Beans. Now, when we talk about projects that have their native token, we try to establish if that token will be utilized or what ways will lead to price appreciation of the token, so we can capitalize on the growth of the token. And that is exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. But apart from just benefiting and capitalizing on the growth of the token, there are a lot of other ways through which we can engage with the platform, with the project, through which we can benefit. And that is what we're going to talk about in this video in detail. So make sure that you watch till the end. As always, it's not going to be an investment or a financial advice. This video is for educational purpose. So if you do want to invest in any way possible, then you will have to do your own investigation and research. I'll give you guys all the links. I'll be in the description, so you can get those from there. And if you have any question, you can let me know in the comment section. Now, without wasting any time, we're gonna get straight into it. Like I said, the project name is Bloom Beans. Yes, they do have the native token, which we're gonna talk about. But before we talk about the token, we need to establish the significance of the project. Now, what Bloom Beans is doing is, according to it, is a new financial system that is rooted on the eternal laws of mathematics, not in a perpetual power struggle. Now, they have a lot of products and a lot of use cases because of those products, which is where we have the bean tokens used. But of course, first we need a proper introduction on what Bloom Bean is. This is a decentralized blockchain structure that is featuring its own currency, the Bean token, and also markets and an array of financial products that we're going to talk about in this video, which are designed for contemporary use. Now, we are going to talk about the details of the Bean token and its maximum supply and how the tokens will be released and so forth. But the important thing that we need to discuss right now is their products and their use cases. Now, you will hear this word CFA a lot, crypto financial assets, which is what their products are basically called in a sense. So if you go to the product section, this is what we get. Now, it can get complicated, which I'm going to simplify for you as much as I can. So we have bean tokens, and just like we have option for staking and other platforms and other tokens, we have that option here, but it's not as simple as just staking. They're offering a lot of ways, a lot of plans or packages. That's what these products are. You can consider these products some plans, like we have insurance plans, or you can also take them as packages. For example, the first one that we have is the savings, in which we have two products or two CFAs, crypto financial assets. In the savings account, what you do is you commit a specific principal amount in the bean tokens, and then you select a duration, basically a duration in which you'll be locking the tokens, which can range from 1 to 30 years. Now, this is designed to accrue compound interest monthly on that principal amount that you deposited. And this interest is calculated based on the current monthly interest rate, which is represented by R. So this is the formula. So what you do is, once you have the bean tokens, you, let's say, mint one of these products. So we have the savings account. So you select the amount of tokens that you want to invest in this product, and you select a range. Let's say you wanna get into a 1-year contract in this. Now, based on the amount of the tokens and the time that you have selected, you will get an ROI, and based on that percentage ROI, you're gonna get returns when the term is completed. Now, during this time, the tokens are locked. Just like we have in normal staking, the tokens are locked, so you cannot withdraw these tokens. You can only withdraw once the period is over. But as a crypto financial asset, as a product, you can trade it or you can use it as a collateral to get loan, which is another thing we're going to talk about in this project. Now, in the savings category, we have two CFAs, two crypto financial assets. The one is the savings account that we just discussed. The other one is the locked savings account. So it is almost like the savings account, but the only difference between locked savings account and the savings account is in the locked saving accounts, you cannot trade the CFA to with anyone else or use it as a collateral to get loan. but the benefit that you get is you get a bigger or a higher percentage ROI in it than the savings account. So this is the two sections that we have in the savings account, and this chart basically shows how your interest is compounded or accrued. The next one is income. Now in this one you can see you get same amount of income in different intervals. So again, just like in the savings account, we have two CFAs in this. The first one is linear income stream. So in this one it says instead of compounding monthly principal paid to receive a final lump sum, users can choose to receive that compounding as profits every month. So you can choose, you get it every every 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. That will be up to you. You can choose an income stream life period between 1 to 50 years, and there will be a decrease rate D that will be applied in this. So this is the formula through which it will be calculated. And so in the savings account and in the locked savings account, you deposit a principal, you select the time period, and at the end of that period, you get that lump sum amount that you deposit along with the interest and the compounded interest in it. But in the income CFAs, and especially in the linear income stream, you deposit an amount, principal amount, you select a time period, but instead of getting a lump sum at the end of the period, you get the interest or profits on a monthly basis. So you can choose that you get it on every first month, or after every 2 months, or after every 3 months. That'll be up to you. Again, it can be traded, or it can be used as a collateral for loan. And the other one is the growing income stream. Now this is a bit different, as you can see from the chart, because in the previous one you're getting the same amount of interest, the same amount of profit at every interval, but in this one the income stream is actually growing. So it says this product is quite unique. Initially it generates minimal revenue, but as time goes by, particularly with the longer duration of product's lifespan, the revenue is significantly increased. Now what they do is they divide the initial principal investment amount that you deposited into equal annual installments, and then those equal installments, they start generating profit, and the interest is then compounded. Now what this does is it allows each installment to accrue compound interest monthly during the product life, ranging from 1 to 30 years. So in this one, the income basically it grows and it does not stay static. That is a difference. Again, in this one, you can trade the CFA and you can use it for collateral as to get loan. So that will be up to you. The next one is the pension. Now this one is a combination of the savings account and also income product, in which users can select an initial amount of bean to invest. And now this amount grows through compounding, and upon completion provides a steady passive income at the same interest rate or profit and as initially implied. So in the savings account, you deposit principal, you select the time period, and at the end of that period you get that lump sum amount altogether with the interest and compounded interest. In the income stream, you again deposit principal amount, you select the time period, but you get the compound interest or profit every month or the month that you chose. But in the pension, you deposit principal amount, you select the time period. At the end of the time period, you don't just get the lump sum amount, but you start getting that amount every month afterwards. So that is what the pension is. Now, just like in the income section, in the income product, we also have growing pension. So in the first one, in the linear pension, the amount of pension that you start receiving every month, it will be static, it will be same. But in the growing pension, it will start growing. So every next month, the amount you'll be getting, it will be higher than what you'll be getting previously. And this has the same mechanism deployed as in the growing income stream. And lastly, we have insurance. It says Bloom Beans presents a unique solution for fully decentralized insurance through a compound interest product. Now this offer encourages users to retain their investment for an extended period and withdraw funds only when absolutely necessary. And then we get to the section of loan, which we talked about, that you can use once you have minted one of these CFAs, unless you have the locked saving account. I think that is the only CFA that you cannot trade with, or you can use it as collateral to get loan. But you can use all the other CFAs to use as collateral, and you can get loan through it. It says system loans are accessible by using any Bloom Beans crypto financial asset except for the locked savings account as collateral. Now these loans are distributed in Bean currency. So borrowers can receive an automatic loan amounting to 25% of the principal and interest that is already compounded on their CFA. So as the duration is increased in these CFAs, as more and more amount is accrued and compounded, you can get a higher portion of loan in the bean currency. So these are the products that are offered here, which I think makes it really, really amazing. Now, because of this, it has a lot of use cases. It has institutional use cases like we have decentralized pensions, voluntary taxation, modernizing financial infrastructure, freedom from financial imperialism, economy, ecology, and then we also have corporate use cases, including loans. There is no interest in loans. I think I mentioned to talk about it. There is no interest on loans that you have to pay back when it's time for you to return it. So no interest loans, savings vehicles, employee retirement and severance pay, insurance, and systematic risk hedging. So basically, other institutions and corporates, they can use and they can take help from this infrastructure to provide pension to their employees, to retired employees, so they can use this infrastructure. And that is where this use case is. But also it has individual use cases, so you can get income through it, you get no interest loans, you can get pension through it, even if you're not part of any organization that is going to give you pension once you retire. You can use this one to start getting pension, and you also get insurance. So it has three different it has use cases in three different levels. So we have institutional use cases, corporate use cases, and individual use cases, because of all the products that they are offering that we just talked about. So this is the whole ecosystem that we have, which we all can agree is very well established. And this is where the token comes in, because in order to mint any of these CFAs, you need the bean tokens. This is the principal amount that you're going to deposit. And all of these people who will be using bean tokens to use in these products, they will eventually have to lock the tokens in one way or another. And they can of course take loans, but that will be 25% of the amount that they deposit. So it will make a it will solidify the price floor for the token, for the bean token, which is really amazing. Now this is where we talk about the tokenomics to see if this whole system is actually sustainable. So it will be launched in 2024 in this very year, and the initial supply is going to be 1 million bean tokens. Now the maximum supply is going to be 21 billion bean tokens, and reaching this cap, it will slow the process spanning several centuries. So it's going to take several centuries for this to be reached. So it'll be released gradually, very, very slowly. And the interest rate that we get in these CFAs that we talked about, it is dynamic. So in the start, it will be 20% per year, and afterwards this rate it will be decreased by 0.1% each time a milestone in total amount of bean coins is reached. So over time this percentage is going to be reduced, which is going to help keep the project sustainable. So it says that this means rewards will be slowly reduced over time, and the system will be stabilizing to slowly approach its goal of 21 billion bean coins. This mechanism ensures flexibility based on demand and stabilizes the system to allow a centuries long lasting rewards schedule. So although we have a lot of other details to talk about, I think there will be more clarification required, because all of these products, they work on specific formulas that we have discussed, and you can take a look at it in more detail from the website. So of course, there will be there can be questions, but what we can see here is they're offering a lot of products that people will be interested in using, and the bean token is going to be utilized in it. That is what I think the most valuable thing here is. So if you are confused about anything here, you can of course let me know in the comment section, and I'll try my best to clarify in the comment section if it's not already clarified for you in the video. But yeah, this is all of you guys in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one shortly, so stay tuned.